Hey guys, sorry for that technical difficulty. We were in the basement, so we lost the connection, so we're back upstairs. We're going to go ahead and wrap up and ask a couple more questions. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If it's after the broadcast and you're catching the replay, definitely reach out to me, inbox me, and ask me any questions, and we will get some answers for you. All right, so we're going to go back, and Paul, let him finish up and talk about appraisals, the difference between VA, conventional, FHA. They're typically a product that's specific to a buyer based off of their financial situation, but how is it different with those appraisals, Paul?
It's one word: guidelines.
Okay.
Each particular entity sets their own guidelines. The banks are the ones that lend the money, regardless. FHA and VA, all they do is back the loans.
Okay.
They give the lenders cover and say that we will then buy these loans from you to help keep your pool of money liquid so you can keep on lending to the community. So from there, it's just guidelines. And those entities tell the appraisers what to go out and take a look at when they walk through the properties. So if it's a conventional situation, the conventional underwriter says, hey, I want you to take a look at these particular issues. If you see them, make a note to it. FHA says the same thing. VA says the same thing. The appraiser just has to know the particular guidelines for what type of loan he's appraising for.
Okay, so we talked about, hi Bruce, thanks for watching. Thanks so much for watching, guys. So we just want to have an opportunity to recap. We talked about a couple of things that are very important as far as FHA appraisals go, and that we're looking at the ability to have a GFI outlet they're protecting if there's any type of water source and you're buying electricity, it has the opportunity to pop the circuit to avoid any electrocution issues. We talked about water. We talked about making sure that there's no mold and mildew. We talked about chipped paint. We also have a few things that you can talk about as far as FHA. We didn't go outside, so that's why we didn't talk about this piece, but anything that's regarding trip hazards, concrete. Paul can also talk about that. Health and safety, that's right.
Health and safety issues.
Okay. So, health and safety is the biggest thing. We'll look at electrical boxes, but I just want to kind of be able to have the opportunity to recap with you as we are at home. Keep in mind, guys, when you are looking at buying a home, the reality is this. You guys always have to get an appraiser. The appraiser is going to be able to help you determine the value of whether or not you're overpaying for a property. So if you're overpaying for it, that appraisal is really considered an ally for you because that could help you reduce the price of the property. So, but Paul, as I talk about that, what about in a situation where you do have an appraisal and it's under the evaluation or under the purchase price of the contract? What happens there?
Well, in that particular instance, you have, let's say you are representing either side, more than likely the seller side, because the seller, let's say if you had a signed contract for $100,000 and an appraiser came out and said, through my analysis compared to the other properties that have sold in the area, my opinion of value, because each appraisal is an opinion, my opinion of value, let's say, is $95,000. You said, well, this is the offer I got, but an offer is not necessarily value. Keep that in mind. An offer is not necessarily value. I can have a pencil, and you say, well, how much you want for this pencil? I say, well, $10. But I can go down to the store and get the same pencil for $2. So it's the process of substitution. So the value for these pencils I can buy all day long are $2. All because I say I will buy it from you from 10 doesn't mean that the value of that property is 10. For that pencil is 10 after I have done my research and I know that I can go to multiple places and get that pencil for $2. So with that being said, your recourse would be to ask the underwriter, can you provide any additional information? And you want to see if you can get a copy of the appraisal. And you need to look at it and see if there's any comparables there that you think will help your situation. and you provide those to the underwriter and see if they can pass them on to the appraiser, and he will take a look at them and see if there's anything that he missed. But more often than not, there's nothing that he missed because we all pull from the same pool. And at the end of the day, appraisals are opinions, and we have to give a comment on the adjustments that we make. So that particular appraiser is going to be able to justify or back up his opinion of value from there. Now, if there's something that he missed, let's say there was an extra bathroom that he missed, or a particular amenity that was not on the appraisal, and you note that, then at that point, that is justifiably a place where you could go in and make an adjustment in your favor if there's something there that would be missed.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, we had a very filled session of information about appraisals and what you can do with them. So we thank you for watching us this week. We were gone for a few weeks. We were in preparation and preparing for you another season of great material. So thank you so much for watching us about appraisals. And Paul, please provide us your information as far as how to get a hold of you as far as anyone needing an appraisal.
Sure. If anyone needs an appraisal, you can give me a call at 773-517-6372. That's 773-517-6372. Once again, first name is Paul, last name is Gibson. I also do appraisals for investors. The majority of my work now is for investors. So let's say you see a particular piece of property that's vacant and you want to go in, you want to rehab it, you want to flip it, you want to make some money. That's the bulk of my business today. And we walk through it together and we look at it and say, well, hey, your budget 50, 60,000. If I put this into it, what's an estimated value when I finish? That's really important. And that's what I do most of the time. One other thing you want to keep in mind, sometimes we inherit homes. Let's say a loved one passes away and you get Big Mama's house or your uncle's house or something like that, and you have no idea what it's worth. I do independent appraisals, and you need someone to come out just to walk through the place and say, hey, your property is worth this as is. If you want to sell it to an investor and don't do anything, this is the price you're looking at. If you want to fix it up and let's say have it so it'll pass the FHA inspection, you need to do this, you need to spend this type of money, and you need to make these improvements. So I do those also, and I do appraisals for vacant land, condos, single families, 2, 3s, and 4 units. There you go.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, guys, for joining us. Again, feel free to contact me with any questions. We're here for you. Give me a call also about the phenomenal product and program that just got released last week. It's an opportunity for you to take advantage of a $15,000 down payment program that could be potentially layered, meaning it can be added on top of other grants. So give us a call and talk to me about it offline, 847-420-5923, 847-420-5923. We're putting together another a workshop for that opportunity to share with you. A big event is about to roll out in a couple of weeks, and we want to share with you about that so you can hopefully take advantage of those programs to help promote the opportunity and dream of home ownership. So again, thanks so much for joining me. And again, thank you, Paul.
Thank you. And let me give you my email address.
Yes.
That's P as in Paul, V as in Victory, Gibson, G-I-B-S-O-N, at Ameritech, AMERITECH.net.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Paul.
Thanks, Wendy.
Take care. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks, Facebook.